What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Black Market again. So I wanted to go back over these sectors again because I know I had told you I was going to mention them in my last video, but I wanted to go a little bit more into detail on what the sectors actually were. So a good website I went to actually kind of start learning about these sectors is this website here, this Select Spiders website. And so you can see if you just hover over the Select Spiders ETS, you've got your different sectors, right? So you got your XLP, consumer staples, healthcare, real estate, and so on. Um, and you can see that there's 11 sectors on here that really make up the S&P market. And then if you go over this pie, it shows you the percentages of each sector. So I would definitely recommend um, going to this website and just kind of going through these sectors. And so, like for instance, if I click on XOK, you can see like XOK makes up 27.39% of the weight right in the S&P. So if you click on the sector, um, then you can see down there at the bottom kind of the sector's performance. And then if you actually click on the XOK, this it's basically a hyperlink, and then it takes you to some more details on the fund. And then you can see here it's got a number of holdings, 76 is what's got listed there. And then if you scroll to the bottom, it's got a little bit more detail. And essentially right here it's giving you a snapshot of the fund itself. So that's kind of just kind of a quick overview of the sector, and kind of the different aspects of each sector here, right? And so then if you click on portfolio, this shows you the different holdings in the sector. So you can get an idea of, okay, like I said earlier, you want to look at the overall market, then you want to look at the overall sector, then you look at the stock. So now you can see within the XOK sector, this is what is actually made up in the stocks. This is what stocks are in the XOK sector, or some of the top holdings, right? So you can see you've got your weight, and then the number of shares essentially that's in that sector. So now you can see if XOK moves, what stocks are actually going to probably move in that sector. So now if you go to, so what I did on my Thinkorswim is I basically, I've got all my sectors listed. I added the SMH, or the SXD sector. So that's the semiconductor sector. Because that's definitely a sector you want to watch. So that's the SMH and SSD is essentially the same sector. They're semiconductor sectors. But you can see here, if you look at the sectors, right, you can see your SSXSD sector. Sheesh, if I can speak. Your semiconductor sector was down, right, $7.67, and then that was followed by XOY, XOK, right? Your ones in red are down the most, and then you've got your green sectors here. So like I said earlier, right, you had money coming out of these sectors, and then money flowing into these sectors because obviously they're green. Now, if you see all red, then you know it's definitely a weak day, or if you see all green, same vice versa, definitely a strong day. But all we had today, this clearly shows that all we had today was sector rotation. And you can easily see that by just going through some charts. So you got your SXD sector. So you can see here that was down, right, $7.67. So if I was to click on a semiconductor chart, so if I go here, look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA was down today $22.83, right? Um, I go back and, for instance, we look at XOK. XOK was your tech sector. So let's look at a tech stock. We'll just do Apple. So you can see here Apple's down $3.87 today, right? Since Apple's one of the larger stocks in that sector. So then if we go here, let's go to XLI. XLI is your industrial sector. So XLI, or actually, let's go to XLE. XLE was one of the hotter sectors today. So XLE was up $1.60. So let's go to an energy stock. We'll type in type in Exxon. Exxon's up $2. So you can see, this is how kind of that sector rotation works, and then you can kind of see how, if the sector's up, how that's going to affect, some of the top stocks in that sector. So that's kind of a quick overview of how you've got sector rotation, and then how sector movement or sector growth, right, affects your stock movement throughout the day. That's it, man. If you guys got any questions, like I said, you know what to do. Hit me up. Talk to you later.